We're following breaking news. Former Chicopee School Superintendent Lynn Clark faced a federal judge for her arraignment earlier today. Good Wednesday evening, everyone. I'm Chris Pisano.
And I'm Jordan Jagalinzer. Clark charged with lying to the FBI in connection with sending threatening text messages. Western Mass News reporter Briseida Landaverde was in the courtroom and joins us now live with the very latest. Briseida.
Yeah, well, Chris and Jordan, Lynn Clark entered a not guilty plea today. Meanwhile, federal prosecutors provided her attorney with a disc of evidence pertaining to the case. On Wednesday, former Chicopee School Superintendent Lynn Clark entered a not guilty plea in federal court in connection to charges of making false statements to the FBI. Western Mass News was there as her attorney, Jared Olenoff, spoke out right after the arraignment, reaffirming Clark's innocence.
It's also important to note that Ms. Clark denies these allegations, as she has from the beginning.
Last week, Clark was indicted by a federal grand jury on 2 counts of making false claims to the FBI, this leading her to lose her title as Chicopee Public Schools superintendent.
As I said a few weeks ago, loved her job, loved all the 29 years that she was working there. There were some difficult times, but regrettably had to move away from it.
Clark is accused of lying to the FBI about sending threatening text messages to a Chicopee police chief candidate in November of 2021. She first told investigators that she herself received threatening texts from unknown numbers, but federal authorities say Clark later admitted she had sent the messages herself. Meanwhile, the prosecution team provided the defense with a disc of evidence gathered by federal investigators.
We still have not seen what's called the discovery, which is the evidence the government thinks it has. We were provided with some of that just now, so we have yet to take a look at it.
We asked Olenoff what evidence he expects will be revealed on the disc.
I imagine that there's going to be text message communications, police reports, things like that. But I won't know until I put it in and see what's on there.
Olenoff also addressing the disconnect between what Clark and what prosecutors are saying.
As I said, these interviews, from the best of my knowledge, are not recorded electronically, or there's no audio or video of them. It's simply the word of the people in the room.
Meanwhile, a status conference was set for July 6th to determine if the federal prosecutors need additional time to provide the defense with other discoveries in the case.
I'm not sure how long that's going to take them, but I'm being told that the bulk of what they have to provide us is what was turned over today.
Now, if Lynn Clark is convicted, she is facing up to 5 years in prison for each false statement made and a fine of up to $10,000. For now, live in Springfield, Briseida Landaverde, Western Mass News.